Alright guys, I want to apologize at this portion of the video. I'm talking about my lack of tan, or what I think is a tan, and I dropped my microphone here. So, real quick, the audio is really messed up at this portion, so for the next minute or so, I'm just going to kind of fill it in with what exactly I'm trying to talk about here before it does pick up and get a little bit better. So, I just want to have you guys get my thoughts on that. But right here, I'm obviously talking about the monitor stand right here. And at the point of why I wanted to get a dual monitor stand is because I'm using another iMac, which is my MacBook, which is gonna be going upstairs. So once I get the second iMac, I'll put it on there on that side, and we'll be all set up. Those hooks right there are for wires to keep them out of the way, as you guys will see later on in the video to talk about that, running along the back of the iMac so they don't drop down. But the most important thing here that I'm going to be discussing is exactly how to set up the screw mounts on the back of the monitor. But right here, we are discussing, and I'm grabbing the Allen wrench. Right there, the center hole, you actually have to take those screws out and back them out. They're Allen screws to allow the male portion of the attachment to slide into there, and then you can tighten both sides back down again, and then that way it'll allow you to do that. Now there's screws on the top and bottom as well that will allow the monitor to move up and down. So the video picks up from here, so I'm going to shut up and you guys enjoy. Thank you.
I'm just guessing by the fact that this thing weighs 30 pounds that you're not going to have a problem if you tighten it up now and keep them generally tight, because it'll just be a bear to fix that at the end. So I'd rather tighten them up now. The only thing is I'm going to have to reach around to the back. Oh God, I'm going to have to get around to the back of the iMac and put this back on. So let's give it a try. Now I left the wrapping on from the Crapple store, and we'll see exactly how it goes here, and it should be fairly easy to put on. And now this does point down. Hold on here, I apologize that the mic is bumping against the monitor here. Slide that in there, that's it, that's in. Now if you notice that it is pointing down already. Hold on here. See? So I don't have the... I wonder if I... Well, I don't know if I put it in the other way or not. No. This is the way to do it. So we are going to have to go ahead and push this in. Or mount that up like that. I don't know. Now, of course, this is falling down, so I didn't tighten these up yet enough. So I am going to leave this like this because I like that locked in place like that. I think that's actually better for it, because the other way, when you have the monitor stand on there, it's actually going to move up and down, and I don't want that. I want the arm to do all the work as far as controlling what the monitor does. So if you guys, if that makes any sense, I hope. I just don't want that to be moving up and down and having its own. I'd rather have the arm control it all. So that's that. That's staying, and we can kind of keep that still, and we'll go ahead and screw in the ends here so the whole monitor arm doesn't slide out, and then we're done. We'll see exactly how this fits. It looks pretty good so far. Of course, my microphone's going to have to make an appearance somewhere else, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and put that. You guys got a good angle of that? Yeah, there we go. So I'll just go ahead. I did this to the other side already, and if you see, it kind of goes up on an arc. But like I said, with this locked in place, I think I like that better than having it being able to move again by itself on that. So we can see I have that pretty tight on there. Maybe I need to loosen these up a little bit. I'll just loosen up my hair and see if we can get some room on that to move a little bit easier up and down. Granted, guys, this is a 30-pound monitor already. So, see, I see now it's going to start falling. So it's kind of a mix in between how we want this, how tight we need this to be, and how we should have it on there. So move that up like that. See, now see, it's kind of falling by itself. And I thought I had that pretty tight before. Maybe I didn't. And we'll go another quarter turn. Not even a quarter turn, like an eighth of a turn. So there it is. So I can move that a little bit. It is very tight on there to move that around, as you can see. But I mean, how often am I really going to be moving that up and down? I guess time will tell as far as what it is, but it's certainly not easy to do that. But you have the articulating arm, which allows you to push it back, and you can turn it that you need to, and that'll sit, probably just mostly sit it straight like that. Now of course when I get the second one, which yes, I am getting a second iMac, and we move this over and they're side by side and line them up center like that, doesn't give me a whole lot of room for my microphone, as you can see there. So we're going to have to do some configuring and figure that out. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and throw that on there like that. And it moves a little bit. Why is that moving? Let's see here. See, this is moving out a little bit. I don't know, it might be easier to take that down. We'll see. See, it still allows you to move the iMac. That's actually the iMac body itself moving, not even anything else. But if I push that back in, it's really going to give you a lot of leeway on that. I'll try it both ways and see how it works out. So that's it. This is the arm from Monitors in Motion. And it looks good. It gets everything off the desk here. And you know what? Let me just go ahead and just kind of point you guys down there a little bit. See the room I have now, which is very nice. I definitely will enjoy that extra room to have that on there like that. Let's go ahead and take this off the back and get this thing ready to go, because it's a podcast tonight, guys. We're back on the air, finally. Mr. Ciccone has been revamped, recharged. We got a whole new show, and we got some cool things that we're going to be doing with it. I'll Mr. Michael Manna, because of his playing around with Wirecast. So what a Wirecast is, I'll be showing you guys in the coming weeks. Let me move you back, guys, up. Alright, so had a little technical issue with the last part of my video here, and after I went through everything, no sound. I don't know what happened to the microphone, but it was horrible. So I was getting ready to put this up for the monitor, and I didn't want to hose it for what it was. I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion on how I feel about this at the end of doing all this. And so I went through and I listened to myself, and I made a few notes here so I can give you my first honest opinion of this, even though it's, you know, like a week later since I've been able to get to this. But these stands from Monitors in Motion are top-notch stands. They are high-end. They're not inexpensive by any means. However, I'm sure once they start selling more and more, the price will come down. And I got a great price on this because, you know, I'm doing the review on it. And understandably, you know, I thank them for helping me with that, or this is an opportunity that I may not be able to get to have. They look great. It works well to start. And, of course, you know, giving you my first opinion also means giving you my opinion after the fact. And let's be honest, it's after the fact since I'm redoing this taping. It works great. Back in the video, and a little sidetrack here, back in the video I talked about having the back arm set on the iMac itself. And I did decide, now see I got a bunch of the wires here all set up. I did decide to take the lock off and actually put it back to the way it was if the stand was on there. And it does hold just fine. So it is better like that for my personal use, my personal opinion. it does work pretty well. They do have an online store that will be coming up shortly. I'm going to check with them and see exactly when that's going to be coming up. And, you know, look out for that when I do my official review on this. And I still am looking for another iMac, to buy another iMac. Some of the concerns I have with the device, not for operation or anything, it's the setup. There was no directions with it, and you know, the only tools that came with it were the Allen wrench, and that's about it in the parts. Now, there were some other items on here that, you know, that we all knew. You know what, I guess it'd just be easier to show you through this. You know, the monitor arm for the Mac, obviously, you know, we all knew what that, I knew what that looked like just from doing it before. They did have these pins down here that screwed into the bottom, these little tiny holes that allow you to put your wires up there so they don't fall down while you are, you know, set up and you don't see them under here. I consider myself pretty handy when it comes to assembling things and putting things together and all of that, and I had no problems putting it together. Of course, you saw my mess up with the iMac, taking the stand off. I wish they would have included the Torx wrench for that and directions on how to take apart the back of the iMac. If you're specifically ordering an iMac stand, that's honest with that. So, however, I don't know what's set up and what isn't for consumer use. Maybe I'm the guinea pig with the guys over at Monitors in Motion to see exactly what I think needs to be added. I don't know. I'm sure there's many other people that got this item or one of these items that may be going along the same, having the same issues. But it's something that can be easily fixed. There's nothing wrong with the quality of the product. There's nothing wrong with the installation of the product. It's just a matter of someone who's going to pay the money that they do is going to want some more directions. So I don't think that's really, from a marketing sense or from a production sense, too much more money to be able to do that. So if I can help the next person that buys it make the process a little bit easier, by all means I'll do that. And that's pretty much it. You guys know how I am. It was an honest thought when I first did it. Michael from the T4 show also got one of these arms to review and had the same concerns. And he actually broke one of his screws on his iMac. So it's just funny how we kind of had the same issue. Not that it wasn't our fault to begin with as far as taking it apart. I mean, by all means, it was my fault for not locking the monitor in place. But for someone who's never done that before, maybe directions would be nice to be able to do that as far as taking that apart. But that's it. I really think this is a good product. I hope the price does come down for a larger part of the community to be able to buy this and get a good, decent product for a good price. I have seen other monitor arms out there, and I'll be honest with you, they're definitely not as sturdy as this. So, you know, I take it as you get what you pay for. And if this is the price that this is going to be, then I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you want to put that money out for whatever line, whatever item you get. It's definitely a quality item. Can't go wrong there. So I will get back to you guys with a full review shortly. I'm going to let the guys over at Monitors in Motion know how it went and how much I love this thing. So I'll let you guys know when the store is going to be up, the price, and what I find out about the directions and whatnot, and maybe get the other things added. I would think you guys would feel the same way, that if you're going to spend a few $100s on a monitor arm, more than that actually, that you would get the directions and everything that you needed. So I'll find out if I was either A, forgotten about, or B, you know, was pre-production. I don't know. I don't want to knock the company before I ask. So on a scale of 1 to 10, the product's a 10. You can't go wrong. It's quality. I can't keep saying that enough. It's a great monitor setup. I can't wait to get the other arm in here, or the other iMac in here to try it out. I love this thing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So it moves the way I need, and I've had no problems with it. But we'll save that for another video after I get you some answers. So guys, this is MTP Flyers for the awesome Monitors in Motion, and Monitors in Motion thank you guys very much for the opportunity, and I'll talk to you later. See ya!